Welcome to Life and Death Biology, where we bring you real, 100% true information about what happens inside your body in real-life situations. Today, we're going to talk about something that can actually happen in real life, something that could be extremely useful for you and may even help you one day. So without wasting any time, let's move into today's topic. Your final 10 seconds have already begun. You don't hear a warning. You don't see a countdown. But inside your body, everything is changing. Your heart slows, just slightly at first. Each beat becomes weaker, less force, less pressure, and then something terrifying happens. Your brain starts losing oxygen. At first, it's subtle. You might feel lightheaded, maybe even calm. Some people describe it as a strange sense of peace. But this is where it gets worse. Because your brain is extremely sensitive. It needs a constant supply of oxygen to survive. And now, that supply is fading. Within seconds, your neurons, the cells responsible for every thought, every memory, every feeling, begin to struggle. Signals slow down. Your awareness starts slipping. You may not even realize what's happening. Your vision begins to narrow. It's called tunnel vision. The edges of your sight grow darker, closing in toward the center. Your body is now in survival mode. Your heart tries to compensate. It beats harder, faster, trying to push what little oxygen is left to your brain. But it's not enough, because oxygen levels are dropping fast, and your brain is running out of time. Around 5 seconds in, confusion sets in. You can't think clearly. Simple thoughts become difficult. Your brain is trying to function, but it's failing. And then, something even more disturbing begins. Your senses start shutting down. Sound becomes distant, like you're underwater. Your hearing fades. Your body feels heavier, harder to control. Muscles weaken. You may try to move, but your body doesn't respond the same way. Because the signals from your brain are no longer reaching your muscles properly. Everything is slowing, everything is fading, and yet, your brain is still fighting, still trying to survive. But this is the moment where everything begins to collapse. Because now, oxygen is critically low. And without oxygen, your brain cannot survive. This isn't instant. It's a process, a rapid, terrifying shutdown happening inside you. And you're right in the middle of it. But what happens next is even more intense. Around 6 seconds in, your brain is now under extreme stress. Oxygen levels have dropped to a critical point. And this is where your body begins to lose control. Electrical signals inside your brain become unstable. Neurons start firing irregularly, almost chaotically. Your thoughts are no longer clear. They're fragmented, broken. You may feel like you're slipping away, like reality itself is fading. And then something terrifying happens. Your consciousness begins to shut down. Not instantly, but in layers. First, your awareness of the outside world starts disappearing. You can't focus. You can't process what's happening around you. Faces, voices, everything becomes distant and unclear. Your brain is now in survival mode. It's redirecting energy to the most critical functions. Everything else is being sacrificed. Your memory, your reasoning, your sense of time, all begin to fade. Around 7 seconds in, your vision is almost gone. Darkness takes over, not because your eyes stopped working, but because your brain can no longer process the signals. You're still technically seeing, but your brain isn't understanding it. And this is where it gets worse. Your body may start to twitch. Small, uncontrolled muscle movements. This isn't random. It's your nervous system failing. Signals are misfiring. Your body is losing coordination, second by second. Your breathing becomes irregular, shallow, unstable. Your lungs are still trying. But without proper brain control, the rhythm breaks down. Inside your chest, your heart is struggling. Each beat is weaker than the last. Blood pressure is dropping. Less blood reaches your brain, which means even less oxygen. It's a vicious cycle, and your body cannot stop it. Around 8 seconds in, you are likely unconscious. completely unaware of what's happening. But inside, the process continues. Your brain is still active, but barely. Some areas shut down completely. Others fire one last time, releasing sudden bursts of activity. Scientists believe this may be why some people report flashes of memories or strange, dreamlike experiences. Your brain, in its final moments, may be trying to make sense of everything, but this moment is short, because now, the system is collapsing, and then, you reach the final seconds, where everything changes. Around 9 seconds in, everything inside your body is now reaching its limit. Your brain is barely functioning. Oxygen levels are critically low. And now, neurons begin to shut down completely. Not slowly, but rapidly. Entire sections of your brain go silent. Areas responsible for movement, gone. Areas responsible for awareness, fading. Your body is no longer responding the way it should. Because the control center, your brain, is failing. And then something even more intense begins. Your body may experience a final surge of activity. A sudden, brief spike. Almost like a last attempt to survive. Your heart may beat irregularly. Fast, then slow, then uneven. Your nervous system fires erratically. Small movements, slight spasms, maybe even a sudden gasp. This is not recovery. This is collapse. Your body is now in complete shutdown mode. Around this moment, your brainstem, the most basic and essential part of your brain, starts to fail. This is the part that controls breathing, heart rate, survival itself. And once this begins to shut down, there's no coming back. Your breathing becomes slower, weaker, until it nearly stops. Each breath feels incomplete, shallow, broken, and then, there's a pause. Inside your body, everything is struggling to continue. But energy is gone. Oxygen is gone. Control is gone. And this is where it gets truly silent. Your brain activity drops to its lowest point. Signals stop traveling. Communication inside your body ends. You are now completely unconscious, unaware, disconnected. But here's something most people don't realize. Even now, not everything is gone. Some cells are still alive, still fighting, still trying to function, for just a little longer. Your body hasn't fully stopped yet. It's fading, piece by piece, second by second. And now, you enter the final moment, the last second, where everything that kept you alive, finally comes to an end. The final second. It doesn't feel like an explosion. It doesn't feel dramatic. It feels like nothing. Because by now, your brain is no longer able to process experience. Around 10 seconds in, your brain activity drops to near zero. Electrical signals stop. The communication between cells ends. Your consciousness is completely gone. Not fading anymore. Gone. And then, your brainstem shuts down. This is the part of your brain that keeps you alive without you even thinking about it. Breathing, heartbeat, basic survival, all of it stops here. Your breathing ceases. No more air enters your lungs. Your chest no longer rises. Your heart, after struggling for those final seconds, gives out. The rhythm breaks. And then, silence. No pulse, no blood flow. Inside your body, everything begins to shut down completely. Your cells, once full of energy, are now deprived. Without oxygen, they switch into emergency mode. But it's not enough. Toxic waste begins to build up. Your body slowly becomes more acidic. Organs start failing one by one. Your brain, the most sensitive organ of all, is now beyond recovery. And yet, for a very brief moment, some cells are still alive, fighting, holding on, but without oxygen, without blood, they cannot survive. And one by one, they stop. This is death, not a single instant, but a process, a rapid, silent shutdown that happens inside your body. A moment you never truly feel, because by the time it happens, you're already gone. But here's the truth. Your body doesn't give up easily. It fights until the very last second. Every cell, every system, trying to keep you alive. And that's what makes life so incredibly fragile, and so incredibly valuable. We bring you one new video every single day. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe to Life and Death Biology so you never miss real information like this. Also, comment below and tell us what topic you want next. Until then, take care of yourself and the people you love.